Hey everyone, Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching the replay, as always, let me know down below. In doing so, it helps me kind of gauge what time I should go live. And tonight, we're kind of doing a later live, and that's for a number of reasons. But the major reason is that we just filmed 3 new tutorials for the Wreath community. So for those of you that don't know, the Wreath community is a exclusive group where I teach you the art of designing, the thoughts and principles that go behind that. And I really let you guys kind of dive deeper into my logic of thinking when it comes to designing. So also, if you haven't texted me yet, make sure to do so. We have chosen a bunch of lucky winners for free ribbon. And hands up if you love free ribbon. We have tons here, and I've accumulated my fair share over the years. So we are having a little bit of technical difficulties a few minutes before this video started, and hopefully our microphone is working again. So if you guys can hear me, do me a favor and let me know. But getting back to you texting me, the number for that is 978-94... Nope. Almost just gave you my house number. That is not right. 978... Wait, what is it? Yeah, wait, is that right, Alex? Alex is downstairs. 978-396? Alex, what is my number again? Why am I forgetting? Hi, Annette. It's pinned in the description because I'm drawing a blank right now. That was pretty stressful. I thought I wasn't able to go live, but we are here. So it's been a few days, and I want to thank you all so very much for all of the well wishes you've sent Yaya. So she is back home from the hospital, and she has more testing to do. Unfortunately and fortunately at the same time, it's kind of a 50-50. They did not find any issues the other day, on their tests. So they didn't want to do the specific heart test because they don't believe it has anything to do with her heart. So hopefully in the next week or so, she has an appointment tomorrow. We will get to the bottom of it and figure out exactly what is causing her those issues. So I just want to thank you guys again for all of those well wishes. They truly mean a lot. And we couldn't be any luckier, me and my family, to have the support system that we have and have such a large, online family. Hey, Alice, nice to see you. So we got these crosses in the other day. I just want to let you guys know that we got confirmation today that next Tuesday we have over 100. Can hear, awesome. Hey, Sherry. We have over 100 different types of wreath forms and mesh coming in, along with some greenery and some more ribbon because we can't get enough. So this frame is a 20-inch moss cross, and I've been loving all of these moss frames we got in. They're flying, but we still have plenty left. The item number for this one is KC1024. We do have blue flowers in stock, but I'm choosing to use these ones from Michael's. That way you guys, we don't sell out so quick because the blue flowers we do have been flying. So the most important thing when designing crosses that I see a lot of designers kind of mess up with, and of course everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but when it comes to crosses, if you create a display that is too large and you can't see the cross, all you see is a pole, that kind of defeats the purpose of using a cross. So not to put anybody down, it just doesn't make sense when you cover up the frame. Who agrees with me on that, right? It just doesn't make sense. So I'm just taking a little bit of these blue flowers, creating kind of a little mini cross within the cross, and before we add any more flowers, we're going to come back in with the bow. So here's the ribbon. Hey, Suzanne, keeping Yaya and your family in my prayers. Thank you so much for that. This ribbon we got in last week. We have it in a couple different styles. RG01048NL. And I'm thinking we'll do a simple little traditional bow. So let's make our bow portion first. Don't go too large, you guys. I just mentioned how you don't want to cover up the entirety of the cross. And, if you create a bow that's too big, you kind of defeat that whole purpose. So we're creating loops only about 2 inches. This is a very small bow. And I think it's going to turn out cute. So maybe we'll do 3 or 4 on each side. Create another loop. So what'd you guys do today? Anything fun, exciting? We've had an eventful day. We did a lot of work, which we're really happy about. Dad just left. No, he didn't just leave. He left hours ago, but he was here all day. He got here bright and early at like 8 in the morning. Did some rearranging, threw out all the trash from yesterday. I had a lot of leftover boxes. And you guys know Dad is the absolute best. So when it comes to tails, you can create them longer because they're not really taking away from the cross. So we'll keep those tails about, I don't know, 16 to 18 inches long. If we want to trim them, we can. If we want to curl them, we can. Hi, Patricia. Yeah, I see some of you guys texting. Make sure to text. That way you get a free roll of ribbon. Well, not everybody, but... And we've been still sending out orders with free ribbon. We still, out of all of those orders we got the other day, we still have tons of rolls because I just buy like crazy. And, you know, that's my biggest tip to you guys is to not. So we're just going to take our bow, and I'm just hot gluing it in place. You could actually come back in with some floral pins and just kind of pin it in place. But while that glue solidifies, we are going to just cut down a few more of these blue flowers. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Went to the chiropractor. I've never been. I've heard great things. I just haven't been. I think it would be fun. I definitely, could use a chiropractor. So I'm just pulling these little flowers up. Maybe we'll cut down one more. One more smaller piece. But yes, after this, we're designing a wreath using another cross. The next one's going to be a smaller cross. And I'm excited because we're going to use some cherry blossoms. And hopefully, it'll turn out very pretty. So before we work in those blue flowers, let's fluff our bow. We don't have many loops. But the loops we do have on this, we want to make sure they look nice, right? So the floral pins, what I'm talking about when adding these, all you have to do is just take some floral pins, add a little hot glue, and poke them in. You can also take a scrap stem or a wire and kind of pin that in place. So that is as far out as I would extend it. Isn't that a good kind of distance out? Any further than that, my opinion again, it would kind of, make it pointless to use the cross because you won't even see the cross if you cover it up. So that kind of goes true with anything. If you're designing on, mesh, or if you're using expensive greenery or anything that you're using that you kind of want to highlight, if you go overboard with it, you kind of can use any other product besides it. So the same thing is true for things like wall baskets. You guys have heard me say that before. Wall baskets are another one of those things. And let me know if you want to see more wall basket designs, but you never want to cover them up too much. And look at that. Kind of an upgrade from the dollar store version, right? And I mean, we could work in some more if we wanted to, more flowers or greenery. But I think what we have there is kind of cute. Maybe let's work in one greenery. So Alex, can you remove one of these? These are our Natural Touch Silver Dollar Eucalyptus. These picks are 15 inches long. And I'm just going to cut each stem into smaller pieces. That way it only requires one. There's another one. And the other half. We can just take those and poke them around. You can also lift up. And that's just going to create a little bulkier look. That way it looks like you put some effort, right? Because it's so simple. This one's even long for me too, but we can make it work. We'll just lift it and place it inside. So again, a 20-inch cross. And I think that looks really cute. And to hang this, you can just poke the hanger right into the back of it. It's not complicated, right? Hey Gladys, nice to see you. All right. Cross number 1 complete. How cute. Love the Easter cross, plain and simple. That's right, Kathleen. So I did finish up that lilac tutorial. We also did a teardrop swag as well. So today was a busy day. And that tutorial is going to be in the wreath community. How many of you guys are either a part of the wreath community or planning on joining March 31st? If you are, let me know down below. I can't wait to see some new faces. So we're using a 14-inch oval, and I think this is a 14-inch cross or so. I'm not sure. The item number is KC1023. And we're going to work this in. So to work this in, we have a bunch of different choices. I'm going to just take some 22 gauge florist wire. You could also use a pipe cleaner. Maybe let's use a pipe cleaner so I can show you guys a little bit better, because it's going to be hard to see those little wires. So, oh, yesterday I had a scare too, you guys. I thought we were completely sold out of pipe cleaners, the beige ones, but thank gosh we had another case. So I'm just going to twist that pipe cleaner together. See how we created like a little loop? Thank you, Marilyn. And to work it into a design, I'm going to first figure out where I want it, which is right about here. I'll just take a scrap stem, poke a little hole into it, dip that pipe cleaner into our glue skillet, and this is the exact way that we design on the moss reeds we got in, and then poke that in. You could even come back in with more hot glue if you want. Do the same thing up top. So again, just take a little stick, create a little opening, and in it goes. So let's just come back in with more hot glue because you can never be too safe. So don't forget, this is not only going to kind of solidify the pipe cleaner, but anything around that hot glue is going to kind of turn into like a little stone. So I'm just taking some hot glue, letting it drip inside of it. And, you know, that should be enough, but we'll come back in with a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And that'll kind of seep through the moss, and we'll be good to go. So we'll put that to the side for now. Clean up my table just by blowing all of that dust off. Thank you, Carolyn. So for this one, I decided against working in a ribbon. I think, you know, there's a time and a place for ribbons, and I think in today's design, just having flowers and greenery is going to look really nice with that moss frame. So here are our cherry blossoms. We did unfortunately sell out of the darker variety, but we still have the lighter variety in stock, thankfully. Because I love these. These kind of have the plum color. These are plum blossoms, by the way. I don't think they're cherry. Yes, plum blossom, 21-inch pick. So we'll snip these off and just break them into smaller pieces. And the item number for that, I forgot to tell you guys, but it is MTF 22444. Yes, 444. Beth does the same thing. Just blow it off the table. Worry about that later. You see, Beth, that's not a good idea because when it comes time to worry about it later, you have a million other things to do, right? So, all right, we're going to take more of these. What I like to do before I really design anything is I like to kind of set the stage for how far out I'm going to come. So we're going to take the cherry blossom, place it down below like so. We could even come back in with a longer piece too. I like it to taper off. And what that means is you're going to go from the bulkiest amount, and on either end, which is only true for half floral designs, or in this case, you know, half the oval. For full round reeds, I like to go in the same direction. You guys have heard that before. But for these, the taper off effect is when you keep the bulkiest amount of product in between the ends, and then as you get towards the end, you have less and less product. That way it doesn't look like a significant drop off, because we want it to, you know, kind of go with the flow, and we don't want to have so much product here and then nothing. So let's pull off a few individual pieces too. They just slide right off. And I think we can get away with using two. We'll see though. Might want to work in some more. Aren't those pretty though? I love them. Hey, Karen. So this week is all about cleaning up here on top of a million other things. I want to have a nice studio, and I don't want to keep it a mess, so we're giving away all those rolls of ribbon. And for those of you guys that have placed orders up until even today, we're still giving away ribbon, I think pretty much in every order. But But that's just, you guys are doing me a favor, and hopefully you can get some use out of that stuff. I mean, some of the ribbons we've been giving away are 50-yard spools. Some are partial, some are full rolls. I mean, they at least have 3/4 of the roll left. That's what we've been aiming for. And it doesn't matter how much you spent in our shop. But we're still giving away ones for free because I don't require anything. So don't feel as though you have to. Is that glue solidified yet? We got a couple minutes for that. So let's work in a little bit of greenery. What kind of greenery do I want? Do I want this? I don't think so. I think we'll just use that silver dollar eucalyptus. It's either that or this greenery. You guys can let me know. Do you like this greenery? I think I like this one more. Let's use this one. Maybe we'll do a combination of both. So we'll just snip off these individual leaves. And work them in. But we have these crosses, I think 3 or 4 different sizes. Same with moss wreaths. I kind of went overboard. Dad's like, why the heck did you order so many moss wreaths and crosses? And I was like, Dad, I like them. So what do you guys think? Are you a fan of them? Sometimes I'm sick of those super, super colorful and, fancy schmancy crosses. I like simplified crosses. I like simplified decor in general. So these are definitely my speed. Got 2 leaves left. And this greenery came from Michael's. Because even though we carry our own products and, all of that good stuff, I am still a shopaholic. So I still purchase from, Michael's and Hobby Lobby. And I feel like I'm there more than I should be. And it just goes, to show you guys that you can find products everywhere. So now, is our cross solidified yet? That's the best we're going to be able to do for the time being, as long as it doesn't pull out, in which it isn't. So now we can just feed those pipe cleaners through our grapevine. Again, this grapevine is a 14-inch oval. We have 14-inch oval, 18-inch oval, 14-inch rounds, which are only $5.75, 18-inch rounds, $6.99. What else we got? We got cornucopias, we got grapevine hearts, grapevine squares, grapevine bird nests. I think that's pretty much it. Oh my gosh, you guys, sometimes I get so winded from doing that. I don't think that's safe, but that's okay. I don't want all that moss on my table. Watch me pass out in the middle of a Facebook Live. That would be pretty funny. So that is that. My question to you guys is, should we work in a little bit of the silver dollar eucalyptus? I'd love to hear your feedback. I watch nearly all of your lives, would love a roll. Thank you so much, Carl. I appreciate that. And to choose winners, what we've been doing is just choosing random people that text us the word ribbon to 978-396-9150. That's the number. I remembered it this time. So all you have to do is just text us the word ribbon. We're still choosing winners, too, from just generic text as well. And you don't have to text more than once. If you texted a year ago, you're locked in. Yes or no? Hey, Norma. No silver dollar, says Debbie. So I'm going to listen to Debbie. How cute is that? No ribbon. If you wanted to come back in with, I'd say, like a burlap ribbon or like a canvas ribbon, that might look pretty. I think sometimes no ribbon is just fine. That's not too showy. Gets the point across, doesn't it? Jill says no eucalyptus. Hi, Robin. Okay. So we made this one. This one's using, a 14-inch cross. And this one's using the 20-inch. So something very simple, right? So just an alternative to the dollar store reeds that we've made in the past, which are a great, budget-friendly ones. You can create these for about $20 or so, depending on what you use. Like I use scrap ribbon for this. I already used this ribbon 3 other times. And these flowers were only a couple bucks. So really the investment's the cross. So Once again, thank you all so much for all of the support. I want to thank you guys for the hearts, the shares, the comments. You know, your support and engagement means the world to me. You know, it's you guys that make a difference in my life. It really is. And we just appreciate, and I can speak for all of us and my family, you know, your support. It's really nice. You know, the little guys are the ones that fully support us, and that really does mean a whole lot. So thank you guys so much. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We post content constantly. We also have a Pinterest, which I didn't even know. I know I created it years ago, but Alex has been working on our Pinterest a little bit here and there. You can find these products at nicksseasonaldecor.com. We have tons of mesh and tons of work frames coming in. Dad picked out like 80 different types of each, so we have a lot of those coming in, along with some greenery, some flowers, and some... Is this in place? Yeah. And some ribbon as well. So thank you guys. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let me know your thoughts. Ooh, actually, I'll give you a sneak peek. You guys want a sneak peek of the teardrop swag? Hands up. Let me know if you guys want to see that teardrop swag quickly. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate that. I don't want to show you my ground or my floor because it is a mess. I know you guys understand, so it's okay. But still, I don't want to show you. All right, ready? Yeah, you can see the mess. Who cares, right? Here is one of the tutorials for the wreath community. Let me try to move my studio lights a little bit. Well, you get the point. Let me see if I can move the other one. For those of you still here, hey, Betty. I don't know if that's going to be helpful. Alex actually knocked off my light a little bit, but you guys get the gist. This is using leftover ribbon, right? Leftover ribbon. Hi, Vespina. Let me show you up close. So just this week alone, and today is what, Wednesday? We made that. This was date night Monday. It's a little squished, but that's just because I'm reckless. We made that Monday night. This roll of ribbon stretched from that design and covered this entire design. And just a sneak peek, I'll do an in-depth video tomorrow. Here is how that lilac wreath turned out. I absolutely love it. Look at all of those lilacs. Look at that beautiful sedum foliage. How pretty. And I like the bow on my purple door. So thank you guys again. I love each and every one of you. Hey, Nancy. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, you guys.